What's going on, guys? Time for another video. I realized that I haven't done an update on this Jeep in a while. I've been driving it full time ever since my 335i is gone. And if you don't know anything about my BMW, check out my other videos. I actually hit a patch of ice several weeks ago and I'm in search for an M3, which will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So anyways, back to this Jeep. I think I did a winter update maybe soon after I got it, but I haven't done any updates. I have a lift on it, I've got a roof basket, I just painted the tow hooks. So I'm gonna go in depth as far as specs go and mods that I've done and maybe future mods that I'd like to do on the Jeep here. So if you guys need more details than what I tell you right now, all the details are on my website, and it is bmb063.com. I'll put a link in the description, and a lot of cool pictures or updates are on my Instagram, which is also bmb063, and that's also in the description. So if you guys are excited about this vehicle, I know not as many people are, but you know, it can be exciting. So anyways, a couple of specs for you guys. The color is beryl green. I think that's how you say it. It's B-E-R-Y-L. And I did a full paint correction on this thing, and it actually pops pretty well, especially for a Jeep. So and you know, it's not in the direct sunlight or anything, but it really does shine pretty good. It's the limited package, so you have the chrome all around it. The wheels are a little bit different. The grill is chrome, so unfortunately it's kind of chromed out. So of course, just a brief overview as far as the limited goes. It's the two-tone seats, which for about 143,953, so almost 144,000 miles. This driver's seat is really the worst of all the seats, of course, so which really isn't that bad. The interior is not bad. This I did not put in, but it's decent, especially considering I can play my phone through it, so that's a big help. But in general, the cabin is it's very clean. I keep it very clean. Of course, it has a sunroof here, but it's just the basic limited package. I mean, I can go into a couple of really basic things as far as the features go. It has the towing package. So the tow haul mode, which I use when I kind of, you know, move or I tow a trailer, it keeps the shifts. It shifts later, and I think really that's the whole point, is it keeps it in lower gear for longer. Of course, it has the electronic adjustable pedals, which is really cool. It has parking sensors, heated seats, which was a big one for me because this is my main winter vehicle. You know, the dual climate control for each person. They can change it here, of course, and then the wood, the lovely fake wood grain, and everything's automatic. The mirrors are auto dimming, so when there's a car behind you, whether they have their regular lights on or brights, the mirrors will dim on its own. Of course, it does have some I don't know if these are Bluetooth capabilities or what, but this is definitely the auto dimming feature here. Of course, what's nice is it has custom presets, which I don't use because it's just me and I only sit in one position, and electronic seats. And what's actually kind of cool is this one has, when you get in, the seat goes back, and then when you turn it on, the seat goes back forward. But I find that if you have a passenger, it goes way too far back and it almost crushes their legs, so I actually turned that off. And of course, I had to go for the V8 instead of the V6. I actually do wish I had the Hemi, to be honest with you. Even without towing, it just seems like, I think this is rated at 230 horsepower. It's probably a little less than that, around 290 torque. So it's a little more torquey, but man, this thing, it seems to have a little rough time, especially if there's hills or something. It's shifting down gears for sure, especially on the highway. Almost no passing power. Yeah, it just seems to work really hard, and I don't know if it's just because it's heavy or what, but that is something I noticed. It is a 5 gear transmission, so that makes a difference. You kind of notice it shifting. All right, and I do apologize for any car noise. There's kind of a busy road outside, but every time I go to a park or something, I'm interrupted. So either way, there's interruptions. So there's always something. There's no perfect video here. Probably the biggest mod, we'll just start with that because most important and most expensive, of course, was a 2-inch lift, which is the Daystar lift, and I did Bilstein shocks, the Bilstein 4600, and I also did Nitto Terra Grappler tires. They're the all-terrain tire. So amazing, guys. These things, these are bigger than what I used to have. They're the G2s, so they're the newer ones. And let me get the exact spec for you. They're 265/70 17s. So, and if you're wondering about rubbing at full lock on, I believe it's this side, I think it might be both, I guess it just depends which way I'm turning, I get a little bit of rub, just barely, and I think it's on the fender liner there. So not really a big deal because I'm only doing that at slow speeds, and I really haven't off-roaded this thing. Excuse me, I have off-roaded this thing, but not after the lift. So there's the Bilstein 4600, and of course from the rear you can see them. I just love being able to see the yellow shocks there, especially when you're behind it on the road. Man, it just looks so good. Last thing regarding the wheels is hopefully you can see that they stick out just barely. And there's a car making a whistling noise. So anyways, 1.5-inch spacers, the Rough Country brand. Hub centric, they're perfect, they make it look great. It just makes it look a little bit more aggressive. Of course, I'd love to have the tires stick out another inch or two, but that's just a little much, don't you think? All right, back here, just a basic D-ring, just a red one. Not really a big deal, but I think it gives it kind of a different look without being kind of, I don't know, obnoxious. All right, coming around back to the front, which is something I just did, which is I painted the front tow hooks. They were black and they did come with tow hooks. Not all of them come with tow hooks, but I just painted them red, which I tried to match the red to the rear D-ring shackle that I actually bought. It was already red, so I tried to match the color, and it looks fine. There's no way you'd be able to tell the difference. But of course it's dark, but those things just make the front pop that much more. Can't forget about one of my, probably my favorite mods, which is this little guy right here. This is called the Shorty, and it used to have one of those fishing pole antennas, as a lot of SUVs do, but that thing just bothered me, and it just looked so outdated. And this was like 18 bucks. Gosh, I know it sounds dumb, but I just really appreciate that clean look. It operates the same, no reception difference. It just cleans up the whole look. It looks so dated and ugly with it, with a huge fishing pole on it. So I would definitely recommend the Shorty. I'm gonna try to put a link in the description. I think you have to buy them directly from their website. Last but not least, this roof rack here. This is pretty much just a basic Rolla roof rack mounted directly to the roof rails. Really quick install, really easy, gives it a little more rugged of a look. Sorry guys, lots of action out here. Everyone's going to and from. So I think that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I just wanted to do a full in-depth sort of tour and update on this car. I've been driving it so much, like I mentioned, because my BMW is gone, no longer with me. And it's actually been, when I first got it, the first 6 months cost me thousands of dollars, and I paid it, and it's been perfect ever since. So it had a little hiccup at first, as far as the cooling system and that sort of thing, but new radiator and a bunch of other fans and stuff like that, but everything's been really, really good. It is a little noisy on the highway, and there's a couple little rattles in the back, but those will be figured out, and that's gonna be it, guys. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.